Live on MLB Network, this is Game 3 of the League Championship Series. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the Hornets and the Roadrunners. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start the series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first two games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Horatio Ho will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Wow, he was awfully good in his last one. A complete game victory. We'll see if he'll be as good in this one as he was in his previous start.
Stepping into the box, Jalen Hurt. And we are set for baseball here this evening. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. The 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Lowry has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Now at the plate, Danny Deerdorf, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too high. And it's 3-0. And he lays off here, ball 4. And he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Now to the plate, Yu Watanabe. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1 to count.
And it's fouled away. Deerdorf, base base runner at first with 1 out. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Mac Tracy is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. From the belt, the pitch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Coming to the plate now, Monty Hillman, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Two down, runners at first and second. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Digging in, Peter Wynn. He'll get to take his first cuts here. As a look, now to pitch. Here's the 1-0. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw in time, so a good pitch there gets him out of the bases-loaded jam. So a bit of a rocky start there as they're able to load the bases on him, but he's able to wiggle his way out of it. On now to the bottom of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Ben Obermuller gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty B, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Stepping up to the plate, Raymond Buxton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's set and the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Soft liner towards short, and one gone.
Batting second, the left fielder, Brent Hughes.
So stepping in, Brent Hughes. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the National League Championship Series, as they've got a good one brewing over there as well. So striding forward now, Brooks McCabe. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. From the stretch. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Right to him. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. So digging in now, Nathan Dye.
For just that, the left fielder, Nathan Dye.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and he end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Alexis Elias, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Elias, a 32-year-old veteran, is in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career, and you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are two away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
To the plate now, Orlando Ramirez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. Here now the 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Lowry is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So coming to the plate, Lee Johnson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Lee Johnson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. Hit hard to the right. Foul. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Into the box, John Joyner. Hit down the third baseline. Scooped up. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Tony Rossi. First pitch on its way. Grounded to third. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. To complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jalen Hurt. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
3-0 now.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Now the 3-0 offering. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. To third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in to try it again, Danny Deerdorf. He drew a walk his first time up. Now here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Pitch on the way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, Yu Watanabe lays off 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Standing in now, Mac Tracy. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Third inning, no score to this point. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Monty Hillman would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Here's the payoff pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We played 2.5, no score on MLB Network. Bottom of the third now, and striding forward the designated hitter, Julius Grady.
The designated hitter, Julius Grady.
First delivery to him on the way. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Fouled away. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
In now, Basil Lowry. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Hillman comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Batting next, the pitcher, Tom Magruder.
Stepping in, Tom Magruder. Here comes the first pitch. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Now the pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Ready on 1 and 2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Monty Hillman.
This game's rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Drives it to deep right field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
The second baseman, Peter Wynn.
Striding in, Peter Wynn. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
No, inside.
That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Johnson ranging into the outfield. He gets there, and that's the second out. So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. Striding into the box, Nathan Dye. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Plate, Raymond Buxton. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Raymond Buxton.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Buxton is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. It used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case, he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day to play hard.
And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Into the box now, Brent Hughes, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. And that's inside, looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Swing and a liner, but foul. The 2-1 home is a slider taken for a ball.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Hurt will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Third baseman number 2, Brooks McKay.
Stepping up now, Brooks McKay. Throw over to first. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. First pitch on its way. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Runners on first with one down. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Fouled off. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the runner moving here on that 3-2 pitch. With only one out, but this guy at the plate swings the bat really well, so it's likely he'll put the ball in play if it's a pitch worth swinging at.
Payoff pitch home, and he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Lee Johnson. Set. Here it comes. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. First and second now, 1 man out. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Johnson is playing first base today, even though he's typically thought of as an outfielder. Pitch popped up. Deerdorf has room in foul territory. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Second baseman,
Into the box now. John Joyner will swing it from the left side right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Yanked on the ground down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. To short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired.
leading off for the Hornets, the designated hitter, ALCS.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
That misses 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Orlando Ramirez.
Digging in the switch hitter, Orlando Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The left fielder, number 2, Jalen Hurts.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jalen Hurts. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
On its way is pitch number 75. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that field because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Splitter, 2-2. This is foul right side. Still 2-2. Pitch on the way. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Standing in, Tony Rossi. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
Tony Rossi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Hit to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now back, the designated hitter, Julius Brady.
So now to the plate, Julius Brady. Strike called, now the throw down. He is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Julius Brady is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. belt. The pitch. Basil Lowry stands in as he looks at a called strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
1 out and a runner on second base. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, the next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now back. The pitcher. Magruder.
Coming to the plate now, Tom Magruder. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Hops this one up. Ramirez is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So striding in, Danny Deerdorf comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Deerdorf.
Here comes the first pitch.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
The windup and the 0-1. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting. Shortstop. Watanabe.
Now batting, Yu Watanabe. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Hit on the ground to short. He's right there. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now back. The pitcher. Matt Tracy.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mac Tracy. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First offering on its way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside, like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
2-2 the count. Two out, nobody on. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Into the box, Raymond Buxton. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Pulled toward right center field. Hurt moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, no left fielder, Brent Hughes.
Now at the plate, Brent Hughes. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the ground to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base run.
Runner at first following the error. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Brooks McKay. Before the first pitch, a check at first. A dive, but he's back. Another look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Set. Here comes the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. Count remains full. Pitch one more time. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Long throw to third. Too late, and he's safe at third.
Well, you can't go from first to third much faster than that. And Showtrack is demonstrating just how elite his speed is. There are only a small handful of guys that can get their top speed up into that territory.
Plate now, Lee Johnson, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1. And there's ball 1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Now a a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Stepping in now, John Joyner, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Cuts fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Here's the 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
The set and the 2-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Lifted in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. In now, Monty Hillman. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. And there's your go-ahead base runner right away as this is down for extra bases. And this throw gets away from him.
Yeah, and the go-ahead run stands at second base here to start their half of the 7th. And I tell you, when they've got an opportunity like this, you've got to take advantage of it, especially this late in the ballgame. We'll see if they can get it done.
At the plate, Peter Wynn. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. That's wide, 2-0. From the stretch. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
3-2 now.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball.
Line to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Skied into straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
The left fielder,
Now time called here as here comes the skipper from the third base dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave in a tie ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at third, so the best he can hope for is a no decision. Dean Ma comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the seventh. Nathan Dye will be his first assignment, and he's got a tough spot here with the runner at third and only one gone. He's ready. Now the pitch.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. Catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Now, hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
At the plate now is the designated hitter, Alexis Elias. Bases empty and two gone following the sacrifice fly. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Right side, but it's well foul. Bases are empty here with two men out. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here's the 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
The 2-2 one more time. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. For the first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Standing in now, Orlando Ramirez. Strike one to start the at-bat. Here's a look over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Now the 0-1. Pitch is high. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
He set the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Ready now, Jalen Hurt. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Liner in there for a base hit. They'll add a big insurance run here as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long, and all that extra run can do is give you a little bit more confidence. You don't have to pitch with such tension out there, fearful of making one mistake.
Into the box now, Danny Deerdorf. Buxton is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Death Valley leads this one 2-0. Last half of the 7th here, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Tony Rossi.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
0-1 the count. Now here it comes.
Look out, 1-1.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, the designated hitter, Julius Grady.
Striding forward now is the DH, Julius Grady, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive base hit.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good. A nice piece of hitting.
Digging in now, Basil Lowry. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Ball and a strike. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Set to deliver on 2-1. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. There's 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Hornets on top 2-0. Steven Sennett's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping up is the shortstop, Yu Watanabe. Now here's the pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Detective number 41, Mac Tracy.
Riding in once again, Mac Tracy. First things first, here's a throw over. And he'll be back in standing up. Here comes the first pitch. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 1-0.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Two and one now.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And it's fouled away. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Monty Hillman will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next at-bat.
Runners on first with one down. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Throw over to the bag, and they got him. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 2-2 one more time. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Death Valley is out in front here, 2-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And now it'll be the catcher, Tom Magruder. First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
The center fielder, number 12.
Ready once again, Raymond Buxton. Here comes the first pitch. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Here it comes. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now, Brent Hughes. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Michael Newcomb enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Peter Wynn. Here's the first pitch to him. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now back, the left fielder, Nathan Dye.
Digging in once again, Nathan Dye earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. He's set, and the pitch is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now back, designated hitter, Alexis Elias.
Next will be the designated hitter, Alexis Elias. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1.
That's out.
Two out, nobody on. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
The 2-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Jason Taylor takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Jason Taylor.
At the plate, Brooks McKay. And then what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Wave deck missed, and he's behind 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
The 0-2 pitch. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Reined in. On to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the ninth. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Wow, what a powerful performance. 8 shutout innings in line for the win.
To the plate now, Lee Johnson, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 0-1.
ball, 2 strikes now.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
At the plate now, John Joyner, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Hit on the ground to 3rd. Throw on to first is in time to get him, and the Hornets are going to take home field advantage right back. They win Game 3 to go up 2-1 as this one is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
For one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Death Valley have taken a 2-1 lead in this league championship series. Ben Obermueller gets the W on the mound. Horatio Poe is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. For the home team, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 26 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.